Did you know that peacocks can cry? Well, they can, and they do, but it's not for the reasons you might think. Hi, and welcome to Animal Wonders. I'm here with a very special co-host today. This is Peanut Cheese, a blue and gold macaw, and she's here visiting from a sanctuary. Say hi to Peanut. Hi. Now, I bet you know a lot about peacocks. They're known for their beautiful, bright colors, especially the males. And they're also known for making a lot of noise. But what else do you know about them? Well, how about this? Peacocks can cry. Yeah, they can cry, and they do. But it's not because they're sad, it's because they're scared. You see, peacocks are prey animals, which means that lots of other animals like to eat them. So they've evolved to be pretty skittish. They startle really easily, and when they startle, they run away and they hide. And sometimes when they run away and hide, they cry. It's kind of like when you replaying hide and seek, and you find someone hiding and you say, boo, and they jump and then maybe even scream. Well, peacocks don't have as much fun with hide and seek, so they just cry. In the wild, there are lots of predators that like to eat peacocks, including tigers, leopards, spotted hyenas, jackals, and even eagles will eat them. There's also another bird that likes to eat peacocks called a hawk, and they'll often attack peacocks in mid-flight. Imagine you retrying to get away from a hawk while you reflying and you finally find a spot to land and hide. You'd probably be pretty scared too, and maybe even cry a little bit if you were a peacock. Not only do peacocks cry when they're startled or scared, but they'll also cry when they're stressed out, too. And believe me, being in the pet trade can be pretty stressful. Oftentimes, people will buy pet birds from mass hatcheries, where hundreds of these birds are mass-produced every year. Sometimes these mass hatcheries are run by large corporations that don't treat the birds very well. So if a peacock has a rough start in life, they may cry because of the stress of their living conditions. Luckily, though, there are lots of people who care about birds like peacocks, and there are organizations that rescue birds from mass hatcheries and find them homes. That way, they don't have to live a life of misery. But let's take a minute to talk about those beautiful, colorful feathers that peacocks are known for. Those beautiful feathers are actually called a train, and the male peacocks have the largest and most colorful trains. They use those trains to attract their mate. And just like all the other animals we've talked about on Animal Wonders, peacocks are looking for a mate so they can breed and have babies. During mating season, male peacocks will put on quite the show for the ladies, shaking their tail feathers and spreading them wide so the females can see just how beautiful they are. If the female thinks the male is a good mate, then they will often end up breeding and having some cute little peacock chicks. Here at our animal sanctuary, we have 2 pairs of peacocks. The males often try to impress the females by showing off their beautiful train, and sometimes they'll even play a little game called a mock display. In this mock display, the males pretend to be a predator and the females pretend to be the prey. They sort of take turns playing the predator and the prey, and it's all just part of the mating ritual. So next time you hear a peacock crying, just remember it could be because they're scared or stressed out. But no matter what, it's definitely not because they're sad. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time to learn more about all the amazing animals around us. And remember, all creatures, great and small, big and beautiful, wild and free, deserve our respect and our love. See you later.